we did. So we made 4 core changes. Step 1 is we added a lead magnet. And think through all the different versions of what could we give away for free to get people to more interested. Because if you just say, hey, get more info, number 1, not very compelling. Number 2, that goes from like 0 to let's sleep together. And so sure, she had a high close rate, but she was also dealing with the people who were like in desperate need. But there's so many other buyers, the 80% or more of buyers who like, just give me a little bit first before I take the next step. That's where the lead magnet comes in. And I think this is a huge misunderstanding for a lot of businesses because like people think, oh, I'm gonna give something away for free, I'm gonna solve their problem. It doesn't work like that at all. If you do it right, what you do is you solve a very narrow problem that then reveals the next problem that you solve for the thing you sell. If I were to say, hey, come buy my thing, I might get 1 out of 100 people to buy. But if I say, hey, you have this problem, here's a free thing, and then I might get 10 people to try my free thing, but then of those 10 people, I can get 3 of them to buy. So I triple my sales by adding some sort of value prior to making my real money ask. And if you think, what is content? Content is in some ways hundreds and thousands of tiny little lead magnets that you give for free without someone even having to opt in so that you can basically give a pre-lead magnet to the lead magnet. And so we can lubricate this entire process top to bottom. So what we did is we created a style assessment offer, basically a personalized consult based on skin tone, body type, and lifestyle. And somebody who's rich and feels like their status doesn't match the way they dress and cares about that, obviously I care about that because my style is impeccable. The thing that makes a great lead magnet, because I don't want you to take like, should I use a style assessment? No, let me tell you that the pieces that make a great lead magnet. Fast, easy, narrow. Solves one complete problem. So I'll tell you my favorite lead magnet of all time. I just remembered this the other day, so I'll tell you. So I saw this in the dating space. It said how to know if a girl wants you to kiss her on a date. That's a huge need for a guy if he's on a date, but he doesn't want to seem like a weirdo, right? So there's huge pain that he's avoiding and great promise of if she does like you, you get a kiss. So like literally such great polar stakes for learning this one thing. So what they reveal, and the lead magnet is, I'll give you the answer, is you try and brush her hair behind her ear. If you do that, and then she rolls her hand into, or doesn't at least move her head away from your hand, then you've got a girl who's okay with you kissing her. On the flip side, if you reach for her hair and she just moves her head back, she probably doesn't want you to kiss her. Now, I would also encourage you to not surprise attack, because most people would just move away anyways. Always get consent, guys. Let's talk about why it works. So instant perceived value, especially for high-end clients who don't want a DIY checklist, right? These are high-end concierge. They want a taste of that concierge experience. So the best thing we can do is let them try it out a little bit. Let them ride the bike. Let me tell you the action steps for you so you can actually do this in your own business. So this is from the $100 Million Leads, page 45. If you're struggling to get leads, make an amazing lead magnet. Figure out the problem that you want to solve for the right customer. Figure out how you want to solve it. Figure out how to deliver it. Make the name interesting and clear, make it easy to consume, make sure it's actually good. And this one, like, I still don't get this. Like, they put their trash as their lead magnet. I'm like, 99% of people are never gonna buy anything from you. You want the marketplace to judge you on your worst thing? I have now, on average, spent 2 years per book that I've written, which is basically the lead magnet for my business. It's important. You don't need to give your lead magnet to everyone. And this is something that Ashley brought up when we were talking about this. She's like, I don't wanna give every Tom, Dick, and Harry free personalized style assessment. And I was like, you're right, you don't wanna do that. So when we're gonna give someone this lead magnet, which doesn't have to be automated. So people have this assumption like, oh, it has to be an ebook. It has to be a free video. It has to be a book. It doesn't even have to be a book. You can have a service as a lead magnet. All you do though is it's not for everyone. So in order to qualify for this free thing, like there's no rules. We can say who gets this free thing and who doesn't get this free thing. It's America or wherever you live. Like you're allowed to choose to do business with one person or another. Say if you meet these qualifications, then I will give you this free thing because you're a high likelihood candidate. Why would I give you a ride in my free jet if I want you to buy a private jet if you can't afford a private jet? There's no point. There's no way you can convert. So it's just pure cost for me. Not a good idea. And so the big 4 I always look for: budget, authority, need, timing. Do they have the money? Do they have the authority to make the decision? Do they actually want this thing? And is now a good time? If I can get those 4 answers prior and they say yes to all 4, now I've got a good qualified prospect. The first thing we did to fix the funnel is we gave something more valuable for someone to take a step with rather than get more info. So the second thing we did